was fun. Saw the horses walking all over the place.
Good morning, everybody. I would like to call the meeting, our public hearing to order, and welcome all those in attendance and those who are viewing us live streaming. We have a full council today, except for Patrick Shepley and Bob Rush, both of whom are excused for personal issues. Also present is Cliff Gravier, our town manager, Terry Tiemann, our assistant town manager, Raylene Menominee, town clerk, Will Wharton, our IT director, Janet Conry is here somewhere, our financial director, and Melanie Burns, I think I saw someplace here. She is our assistant financial director. The purpose of this meeting is a public hearing to take comments and questions on the town's proposed 2026 budget. I'm not going to read the budget. It's a little bit long, and it has been widely made public, and copies are available in the back. So I'm sure most of you have reviewed it. This is a public hearing, which is very important to your town council to hear your comments. Thus, during today's hearing, we will provide time for such comments, during which council members will be carefully listening. Although we may interrupt to ask questions from time to time, we are most interested in listening to you. The ground rules for today's hearing are as follows. Members of the public who wish to address council regarding the budget will be heard in order of said requests that are listed on the sign-in sheet in the back. If you wish to address council and have not signed in, please do so now. I will recognize speakers from the list. Please speak from the podium in order that your comments may be recorded. Identify yourself and your Bethany address. Each speaker will have 3 minutes. We'll have a 3-minute time period. After all persons desiring to speak have been heard, based on the number of speakers and time, each speaker may have an opportunity to address the council an additional time. Each speaker is requested to be non-repetitive. You may simply express that you agree with the previous speaker. After being recognized, any council member or any member of town staff may ask questions of that speaker. Interaction between the speaker should be limited to answering questions for clarification rather than an ongoing dialogue. To start out, I would like to have read, there were 3 emails that were sent in to the town in the last few days, and Teresa Keel is going to read them.
Good morning. The first email is from Samantha, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, Peelstick. She is a representative for Jack Burbidge. Her email reads, Dear Mayor and Town Council and City Manager Gravier, we understand that the Water Department must break even and maintain a recommended reserve, and that increases are happening for everyone and municipalities are no exception. However, we ask that in addition to considering the impact on residential properties, you please also consider the impact on the businesses in Bethany Beach. In reviewing the 2024 year water bills and assuming the same usage for 2026, the increase would be over $7,000 with this proposal. The 20% increase will be a tremendous increase for the businesses, and we ask that you consider a lesser amount of increase on the water usage fees when you meet to discuss the fiscal year 2026 budget on Monday. We thank you for your time and consideration for this matter. The next email is regarding parking. It's from Sandy McNichols, who is a representative of Beach Shades. It says, good morning, I am emailing you about the proposed increase to parking fees. I strongly urge that the town of Bethany Beach does not increase the hourly rate. Bethany is considered a family town. Families will not be able to absorb this 33% rate increase. Many of the town's visitors are from Washington, Northern Virginia, and Maryland. These areas are being chainsawed with hundreds of thousands losing their jobs. This is not the time to increase parking fees. Maybe instead have a longer season, April 15th through October 1st. Please reconsider. I have owned a business in Bethany for over 30 years, and this will not be good for the town or business community. The last email is also about parking. It's from Elise Lindsay, who is one of the owners of Tickled Pink. The email reads, "Good afternoon, Mayor Califf and council members. My husband and business partner, Michael Loftus, and I own Tickled Pink of Bethany Beach, shopping with a purpose. Our home decor and gift shop is located in the Bethany Town Center East at 100 Garfield Parkway, number 10. While we are not Bethany Beach residents, Tickled Pink of Bethany Beach is an affiliate member and supporter of the Bethany Landowners Association. We are sorry we will be out of town for the Monday, March 17th public comment period and would appreciate you reading this email during that meeting. Since 2020, we have enjoyed being in downtown Bethany Beach. We love it here and have had success in building our business to be profitable and to gift a portion of our profits to local nonprofits and charities. To date, we have gifted over $30,000 over 4 seasons and are excited to open later this spring for our 5th season. We appreciate everything the town has done to elevate our business, from offering exceptional entertainment and events to the beautiful landscape and flowers that we enjoy, and most importantly, our customers enjoy when they shop in downtown Bethany Beach. We are writing today to voice our concerns regarding the possible increase of paid parking and business parking permits. We have reviewed the proposed paid parking jump from $3 to $4 per hour. This is a 33% increase. We are very concerned at how this could affect our customers as well as our business expenses this year. We traditionally purchase several business parking permits, 1 gold permit at $350 and 6 employee parking permits at $50 apiece. If there is a 33% increase to these fees, our business will have to realign our budgeted expenses for 2025 with notice likely impacting our donations. With so much in the world going a bit nutty, consumers are already feeling their budgets squeezed, and with more and more businesses popping up in nearby towns offering free parking, we suggest for your consideration the following. 1, put a pause on this increase for 2025. 2, phase in an increase over the next 2 years with 2026 hourly fees of $350 and 2027 hourly fees of $4. Finally, kudos to you and the council in putting together the proposed budget. There must be an impressive reserve fund with so much interest income being attained last year and projected this year. Thank you for your service to the community. That's it.
Thank you, Teresa. I wish there was that big slush fund. Now, do we have a list of speakers? Who do we have for first?
First is Dick Heidenberger, 47 North Atlantic.
Good morning. My name is Dick Heidenberger. I'm a resident and I'm a business owner in Bethany, and I own 5 businesses in town. First, I'd like to thank the members of the town council for all the hard work that they've done over the years, including this year, in making Bethany Beach one of the premier resorts on the East Coast. I also want to thank the town council for their support for the local businesses. As you all know, we are right now in a unique economic environment, given what's going on. And I believe that the local government should do everything in their power to support the local business as they have in the past. I'm opposed to the increase in the water bill. Unlike a lot of other retail stores, my businesses thrive on water. We need water. We use more water than a t-shirt shop. We need more water than a sub shop. A lot of our machinery, our equipment, are water-cooled compressors, so we use significantly more water than residential. I think your proposal of the suggested $100 per year increase for residents is tolerable. But I can tell you this, as I stand here today, that an increase will really impact Mango's, Bethany Blues, Dickey's Frozen Custard, and Hideaway. Already today, because of the current economic environment, we all know everything costs more. Rental rates have increased. Go to the grocery store, which you all have done, everything's more expensive. We've also gone through a minimum wage last year, another one coming up. So the days of making easy money, which everybody thinks we never really had easy money, the restaurant business is challenging. And this is just going to add another significant burden. And I can guarantee you that it's not going to be $100 a year per each one of my businesses. It's going to be significant. So I'm asking you to consider perhaps maybe having two tiers of an increase and not having a different rate for the residential and a different rate for commercial. And I don't think that the commercial business should be charged any increase in the water bills, because some of them don't use a lot of water, but the restaurants do. It'll be a significant negative impact to my business, and I'm asking you to consider that, to maybe having two structured water bills, one for commercial, one for residential. And the ideal situation for us, that there would be no increase for the commercial businesses. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dick. Do we have any questions or comments from council or staff? Okay, next person?
Mary Louise Embry, 413 Bethany Drive.
Good morning. I'm representing BBLA today. I'm the executive director. We don't have an official position on the proposed budget, and it's very well explained, and there's so many reasons why increases have to happen, and we understand that. But I just wanted to mention that for those of you who don't know, we don't only represent the property owners, we also have business affiliates. And we've been hearing from a lot of our business affiliates, and Bethany Blues is one of them, and Tickle Pink is one of them, and that and Bethany Books is one of them. That they're not, they're going to be greatly impacted, and so I just wanted to, on their behalf, ask that the council take strong consideration of the needs of the businesses, because so much of what our property owners enjoy here are the businesses. That's why they like to come to the beach, because they also go to all the shops and the restaurants, and that is a part of our way of life, and we hate to see our businesses have to close, and we've always had a lot of turnaround in the recent years, and this could cause more of a turnaround in terms of people not being able to stay open with these increases. So I just appreciate the council having the public hearing. I'm glad that you're listening to them, and I'm glad this is still a draft budget. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Louise. Any questions or comments from council or staff? Who'd be next?
Jackie Burns, owner of Bethany Beach Books.
Good morning. I'm Jackie Burns. I'm the owner of Bethany Beach Books. I wanted to come today and explain that the parking increases, at least for our business, would be a deterrent for our customers, and it's also a little bit more challenging for us. As a bookstore, I'm not sure if you're familiar, but the books have a price on the book, and so unlike a lot of businesses, we are unable to, with all the increases in taxes and the increases in rent and the increases on pretty much everything, minimum wage, we have a fixed income. So you can't increase to be able to fix that little extra percentage. We're not able to increase our prices of our products. So we have a fixed product. So being said that, I do purchase my employees their parking permits, and because I feel like as my business, it's my responsibility to make sure that they're able to park in town to come to work. And that increase on the parking permits for employees would be a significant challenge for me to pick up the extra payments this year. And I think also with the increase in parking, I know it's going to be inevitable, but if you could consider, instead of a shock of $1 immediately, if there was some type of a tiered structure where over the years, I think that's something that's easier for businesses as well as customers and people that live in our community to be able to swallow. I think, you know, when they did the minimum wage increase, it's been done off of a tier, and I think 33% might be a little bit too much challenging right off the bat. And thank you. Oh, I did one question, maybe somebody would be able to answer it. The short-term rental tax was done this year, so it affects the VRBOs, the Airbnbs, and things along those lines. Do you know that out of that 4%, is there anything that goes back to the towns? Has the question been asked to them? Because I've heard mostly I don't know, but to find out the answer, you have to ask the question. I didn't even know if maybe 0.5% was going to be going back to the towns that are bringing in that rental income tax. So that would be something that, if it is coming back to the town, might be able to be considered into the budget and offsetting some of these proposed increases. Thank you.
Thank you. I think we can address that. Does somebody want to flip for?
No, it's not coming back. There's no portion of that 4% that comes back.
The new rental tax.
Oh, the new rental tax?
Yes,
Okay.
the
I
state
mean, there is
tax.
a rental tax,
Yes.
and it does come back.
This is the news.
Okay. Rosemary, you want to take a quick comment?
Yeah, it doesn't go to
Mayor,
the, none of it goes to the town. It goes to the state, and it's divided among some of the chamber work and also towards beach replenishment, a certain percentage. But none of it comes to the town. It's just like the other taxes. The rest of it goes into the general fund.
Mickey?
Yeah, Jackie, thank you for your comment. I just wanted to, because you talked about the employee parking permit, as well as the impact on your customers. Was there one that's more worrisome than the other, or both? You talked because you talked a lot about the employee parking permit, which is.
Employee parking permit, I mean, for the employees to be able to work in town, we don't have.
Can I ask you to step to the podium, because people online can't hear you if.
Pardon? Oh, the employee parking permits weren't increasing? Yeah. Do you want to give me a second? Yes, absolutely.
Hi, Janet Connery, Finance Director. To address the question of Ms. Burns and I believe Elise Lindsay of Tickled Pink, the annual permits are not increasing. The amount that residents pay each year, the amount that employees pay, I think you mentioned some of the gold permits, those are not increasing. It's just the hourly rate charged to parking, and people pay at pay stations, Park Mobile, and the parking tickets are increasing. When we say permits increasing, we're referring to the 1-day, 3-day, 7-day permits. Those are increasing, but not the annual permits that businesses pay.
And shuttle fees.
Yes, shuttle fees also. The shuttle
Shuttle
fees
fees will
are
increase.
increasing. Those are the fees that are charged to Milva by the Sea. Now I'm drawing a blank. All the HOAs inland that bring their shuttles here.
Thanks, Janet. Thank you.
Well, you know, one of the things that I had said was kind of a sticker shock, you know, going up the entire 33% in 1 year. I understand that parking fees will increase. I mean, that's inevitable at some point in time. But I think the idea of some type of a tiered where, you know, it's being told, hey, this is going to happen, but it's going to happen over a period of time is a little bit more reasonable for the customers. It does start May 15th. That's when I lose our community, to be completely honest. The amount of people that actually come in that are locals stop coming in and shopping. I love my local community. I love that we're able to be open. I mean, one of the businesses that's open every day except for Thanksgiving and Christmas all year round. And then until the customers, you know, the tourists and stuff come around Memorial Day and then really not till Father's Day again, I lose that entire local community because they refuse to come down and pay for the parking. And I'm not sure if other businesses feel that same way, but it's a major deterrent for a lot of the people that live in Millville and such to come down. So I make sure that I'm open at 9 a.m. so that they have that 1 hour of free parking. And it's challenging me. Maybe I need to be open at 8, but that's making it even more challenging because then I have to pay the employees and then the water and then the, you know, all the other bills that come into effect. But I really think something along the lines of a tiered, instead of a sticker shock of a 33% right off the bat is more reasonable.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I mean, just one comment is, I mean, you need to realize that the town in putting a budget together is under a lot of strain with a lot of increases across the board, especially employees. And in order for us to keep up the caliber of the lifeguards we have out on that beach, and that is extremely important to the town, and our police department, and across the board, you know, getting the quality and competing with the other coastal towns, it's put a great deal of burden on putting together a good budget that will, you know, cover everything. So, you know, it's hard on one end and harder on the other end. And we try to get the summer costs covered by the summer revenues. Very difficult to do. So, next speaker. That's it? Anybody who didn't sign up who wants to say something? Okay. Thank you very much for coming out. I don't have any more to say. Thanks for all your comments. They will be certainly listened to and considered. The vote will on the budget is at next Friday's council meeting. So nothing is being approved or decided on today. Thank you very much for coming. Have a good day. Have a safe day.